count me out just yet. All right. I'm still able to get down the trail, but it is not pretty.
Down 2 of his top dogs. He'll have to take on the Yukon River with the 14 dogs he has left. Just outside of the Ruby checkpoint is a picture of iditarod perfection. The master technician, Jeff King. He mushes steadily in with his 16-dog team intact.
Would you like to stay here?
Yeah.
You want to do your 8?
Park it right in front of Mackie.
I was first in Ruby, and again, you know, a little bit shocked, but not nearly as shocked as Jeff was when he pulled into Ruby to find out I was there, that I'd made this rather long run. The look on his face was priceless, just blank.
What I didn't understand was that he was prepared to make that run from before Cripple all the way to Ruby. It's like 2 boxers in the ring, you know. There's some have finesse and some have brawn. And only one title belt will be awarded. If he wasn't here ahead of me, I'd feel like I was setting the iditarod speed record. So my team looked great in Ruby. I'd been doing it better. I was having a perfect race.
Here Jeff saying he's having the best race of his career. Still has 16 strong, healthy-looking dogs, and I'm struggling and just not really having the smoothest and the funnest of times. But yet I'm right with him. Good boys and girls.
As Lance looks on Jeff King's team, the 2 rivals pick up a year-old war of words.
The year before, when I had been in ahead of him, and he came in, he walked up to me and said, "Are you scared yet?" And it was a pretty profound moment. So I was waiting for the opportunity to return the favor. Pretty ballsy to say you're not worried at all.
I can't worry, Jeff. When I told him that I wasn't scared, I think it just ate at him. Because you know, I'm sure he's thinking, you little punk, you should be scared. I got 16 dogs. I'm having the best race of my career. You're having one of the worst. Your team looks pathetic.
As Lance walks toward the lodge, Jeff King hops a ride to beat him up the hill. But Lance wins this one, a gourmet meal for being the first to the Yukon.
Oh, man, this is really good. Again, I almost feel guilty eating by myself, but...
Almost, huh?
Almost. I was first into Ruby. There was a very, very nice reward there. $5,000 and a 7-course gourmet meal. Something that I'm very fond of is food. That was terrible.
After King and Mackie have fed and bedded down their dogs, they use the mandatory 8-hour break to get some rest. But the only way to rest in this competition is to keep your enemies close. Exactly 8 hours after arriving in Ruby, Lance Mackie takes off.
Good job, Lance.
Lance was hoping that his run along the river trail would help him get a jump, but instead, it's bogging him down.
It was an absolute slugfest as far as trail conditions. I was the first one through there putting in a trail.
The Yukon Trail is a dangerous place to mush. It's 150 miles of frozen river that is more than 2 miles wide in spots. Stretches of it can be open water, or worse, deadly thin ice. It's crucial that teams stay on the marked trail or deal with the consequences. As Ruby disappears behind the leaders, Dee Johnrow is back in the race. She finished her 24-hour break in Cripple, and now she's moving up fast in 12th place.
Love this dog team.
never, ever, ever driven dogs that I loved any more than this group of dogs. They are the sweetest, the most wonderful, like house pets.
She's competed in the Iditarod 25 times since 1980, with 2 second-place finishes.
It's taken a lot longer to get into Ruby. This trail has never hardened up. I sure hope it hardens up on the Yukon, because this team is all about speed. We need a hard trail.
This year, she's fighting some of the worst warm weather trail conditions in her experience.
The trail conditions just were such. The snow was so deep and so soft for so long that the dogs weren't able to travel at that speed. I am having so much fun, and I am just mushing in a bubble, and I haven't invited anybody in my bubble yet. So,
good for you.
We'll see. You guys ready? All right.
The trail conditions certainly haven't broken Dee Dee's spirit. She's still in this race to win.
I'm wanting to do the very best I can. I've worked 27 years to have this group of dogs be this good at it, have this moment in time, and I want to do the best I can with it, you know. So, come here, Tini. Tini, look right there, sweetie. There you go. There, sweetie pie.
On the trail to Ruby, former champion Martin Boozer is in 14th place, 11 hours behind the leaders, and 3 hours ahead of his youngest son, Roan, who's racing the Iditarod for the first time.
We were running the Iditarod, each on our own merits. The fact that we can, could help each other a little bit and seeing each other, that just made it the better.
The Swiss-born musher started racing the Iditarod in 1980. He broke the race's 9-day barrier in 2002 and holds the record for the fastest time ever, 8 days, 22 hours, and 46 minutes to Nome.
Going into Ruby, I pretty much knew that that was going to be probably the last time we would certainly camp together.
It was sort of a two-part plan. Staying back a little bit, slingshotting Roan up the trail, but also deliberately, because in years past I've always gone out too hot, or lately I've been going out too hot. So in order to temper myself, I decided to not go out so fast this year. We'll see how that goes. Maybe I sandbagged a little too long. Almost a day behind now, huh?
Just like Mackie, Jeff King takes off precisely 8 hours after arriving in Ruby. He'll pick up time on the packed trail to Galena that Lance is breaking ahead of him.
Lance is in the position of having to break trail. Down here, Lance just went through moments ago. You can see these runner marks here. The trail's up at this level. Lance's sled is sinking down 1.5 inches, 2 inches. Jeff wants him out front. His runners are pounding this trail down, making this slick surface. His dogs are expending more energy putting this in. The other teams come by and get the advantage of the glide, save time and energy on their dogs.
At this point, the odds are stacking up against Lance Mackie. His team is smaller, and he's working harder to break trail. Just over his shoulder, Jeff King's confidence grows.